Let's take a minute to thank the sponsor for today's video, Sneak Energy.
Sneak Energy is a leading innovator in the energy supplement industry, creating sugar-free, natural, vitamin-rich, clean energy you can feel. Just add water. Look for yourself. All of the ingredients are listed plain as day on their site, telling you exactly what you're getting, and we all know that kind of transparency from any brand is rare. Plus, just one tub lasts long enough for well over a month of productivity, and if you're tired as fuck all the time like I am because life is constantly pulling you in 100 different directions, then Sneak is going to be perfect for you. They have over 10 different flavors to choose from, with limited edition flavors coming out all the time, too. You can even get a starter deal to dip your toes into the rabbit's juices. And get 9 of their flavors plus a free shaker for only $2.70 per serving. With over 55,000 5-star reviews, fast shipping, transparent labeling, and a dope-ass logo, Sneak Energy is a brand that you can trust to get your creativity flowing. Use code LECKA, L-E-C-K-A, at checkout under creator code and hit apply when you check out. Easy as that. Not only does it land you some phenomenal goodies, but it also supports our channel as well. Remember, use creator code LECKA, L-E-C-K-A, at checkout to get your energy flowing like Pikachu today with Sneak.
Hello, my lovelies. My name is Lecka, and today we're going to be doing a Karakuri deck here in Yugioh Master Duels. You guys just completely blew me away with the support that I saw on the Monarch video that my partner and I did. If you haven't watched that, link will be in the icon over here in the top right corner, so you can go watch that, which is our building of the Monarch deck. We actually went and we built this one as well that we're going to be going through and showing you guys, and this is another really fun one. If you've played the solo, you will get the cards for this, and you will get the starter deck for this going on. Now, this deck is not a budget deck. Unfortunately, it requires a lot of super rares and ultra rares, so if you are somebody who is trying to work those up, because I am also a free-to-play player, I have spent $0 in this game, it's gonna take you a little bit. However, it is very fun, the combos are incredible, and I am really sad that I don't see more people using Karakuri. I get it's not meta, but it has a lot of potential, and it's really fun, and I've beaten several people in ranked with it as well. That'll show you guys coming on up here. However, the main point of this deck is Synchro summoning. So if you guys have made it to the solo one, you will be pretty familiar with the Synchros that we have over here in the bottom. We have 3 level 7s, 3 level 8s, and 3 level 9s. In addition, we've also added in some of the Xyz monsters that are going to be extremely helpful, and also a couple Link monsters so that we have negates as well, because if you're going to be taking this into a duel for ranked, then you're going to need to have some negates. I actually ended up upgrading the Monarch deck, which again is something that I learned taking it into ranked, and it's something that got me to platinum. So now taking this deck in and then seeing what works, what doesn't work, this is what we've come up with to be extremely helpful. You're going to want to have 3 of the Karakuri Gamma Model 4624s. These are extremely important as level 1 tuners, because in order to synchro summon, you have to have a tuner and a non-tuner. So for example, if we wanted to get out our level 7s, for those of you who are newer to the Yu-Gi-Oh! And you don't understand how synchro summoning works, you could have a level 1 and a level 6, or what usually is the combination is a level 3, for example, tuner, and a level 4 non-tuner, or a level 5, and when this card is special summoned, it becomes a tuner, and then you can have your level 2 ones here as well. So the combos that you're usually going to see are, you're going to want the model 177 for this one, because it's really nice. When the card's normal summoned, you can add 1 Karakuri card from your deck to your hand. So you can add in, for example, the Karakuri Bonds model 9763, so that you can then special summon it onto the field by changing the battle position of the level 2. And in this deck, it's very interesting, unlike many other decks, because battle position plays a partially largish role in how this deck operates. When things change battle positions, they can have card effects happen. So for example, when you play something like the Karakuri Anatomy, if you have that down and then a monster changes its card effect when it's on the field for the Karakuri ones, you add a token to it, and it can have up to 2 tokens, and you can discard it at any time with 1 or 2 tokens on it, and you get 1 or 2 draws, so you are able to get more recall from your deck, which is really, really nice. And then the effects of the Synchro monsters involve battle position changes as well. For the level 8s, when something changes its battle position, you can draw a card once per turn per monster, and when you get the level 9 out, you are also able to have a card be banished from the field if something changes battle position. The level 7 special ability allows you to change a battle position essentially at any time. Dapple, I am trying to record a video here. It turns out it was actually Absol. Heckin' cats, guys. Heckin' cats. But going on through, the essential way that you want this deck to work is you want to be able to get out as many tuners and non-tuners as you can, so that you can then synchro summon and do a slew of synchro summoning shenanigans because you can get a lot of monsters out very, very quickly. The nice thing about all of these cards on the bottom is that the level 7, 8, and 9 Synchro summons all allow you to special summon a Karakuri card from your deck to the field. So, if you're able to get out your 7, which you're able to do basically 90% of the time, then you can get out a level 1 tuner, for example, and then level it up to an 8. And once you get the 8 out, you can summon another one, level it up to a 9, etc. The nice thing about having the Xyz monsters in here that I have in particular, like the Tomahawk and the true King of All Calamities, is that the level 7 is one that you can summon. For example, when you get 2 Karakuri Shogun models onto the field that are the level 7 rank, you can have both of those special summon the Tomahawk, which then puts up to however many open monster zones you have of level 6 tokens. Which, if you then have other monsters on the field, which you usually do with this deck with the way that it plays out, you can then have be summons for level 9s, or for level... Actually, you'll never be able to get the level 8s out, but you can get probably another 7 because these are going to be a non-tuner monster for the tokens, and I usually pair it with the 3 so that we can get out the 9s. And if you're able to get all 3 9s out on the field, you can then special summon the true King of All Calamities, still have 1 level 9 Shogun left over, and use their ability to have a negate for card effects on the field, which is nice. You don't have to have it go up to 3, you can have it just be 2 materials that you have underneath it, so that you have some options. The reason that we have the Link monsters in here as well with the Kriston Halkapreps and Palusa is for even more negates. So when you are able to get all of these cards out on the field, you're going to want to Link summon with whatever is left over. Hopefully you have some of their fodder if you can. Kriston, Halifax, because once you're able to get them out, they count as 2 summons for being able to tribute for linking, which is great, because then once you take your Link monster and then you can take some other ones, you can then summon Apollo, and whenever somebody plays a card or they try and do a summon or they try and negate something you're doing, bam! You can stop that. They do an Ash Blossom, bam! You can get rid of 800 of her attack points. She'll always have 2400 with the way that this deck runs, so you get 3 negates out of her, which is really, really nice. In addition, with the spells and traps we have, you always want to have Harpy's Feather Duster because negation, especially with the Eldlick decks that are very meta in ranked right now, it's super useful. Ash Blossom because we want to stop anybody from doing sassy summoning shenanigans. Monster Reborn because it's nice when we can get our own monsters back from the grave, especially with the strong cards that we have in the extra deck, since they sometimes have to get taken off for effects and whatnot. It's nice to be able to recall those. I have 2 machine duplications because these are so sexy when you're able to get them out onto the field. When you are having like even just 1 tuner and then you can play a machine duplication, boom, you have a ton more and then you can start doing all of your combos. It's nice to have the Karakuri cash as well, since you can use it to get even more Karakuri cards out. Iron Call gets essentially a Monster Reborn for your monsters to come back from the grave. Lightning Storm, so if there's a lot of bullshit happening on the field, bam! If you go turn 2 and you have it in your hand, done. These other ones as well, the Karakuri Gamma Oil, act as an extra Monster Reborn for your Karakuri cards, which is really nice that you want to have tacked on. Again, these are extra draws, which are super useful. And then I have Solemn Judgment and Warning in here for some other negates, because with the way that the meta is working right now, you definitely need them. But it's super fun, and that is me explaining the way that all of these work together. So for now, let me go ahead and show you guys how that works in. Last quick note on this one is also that the Infinitrack Anchor Drill is in here because its ability lets it, when it's normal or special summon another Earth Machine monster from our hand in defense position, and all of our monsters are Machine Earth attribute monsters. So it synergizes very well with our deck for being able to get things out so that we can spam our Synchro summons. Obviously, the best way for me to show you guys how this is going to work is for me to whoop up on the AI that let me know that this was something we could do to begin with, which is studying the origins of the Karakuri. Like I said, if you guys play through this one, you'll be able to get the starting of this deck too. Same with the Monarch video. If you go through and you play, it's one of the very beginning ones, the Monarchs, you'll be able to do that as well. Now, I'm going to go up against the hardest AI with the Karakuri Chaos deck. We're going to go first because we are gods, and go from there. It's not a fantastic opening hand. Let's see here. When the card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower Karakuri monster from your deck in face-up attack position. That's pretty good. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to set down Solemn Judgment because we don't want to do any of that. This is a Monster Reborn that doesn't help us in this situation. we're going to want to place it in attack mode, and if you're wondering why we face it in attack mode instead of defense when we don't have anything to combo here, it's because all of the Karakuri cards, with their weird way that they work, is they change battle positions whenever they go into the attacking phase. So, for example, if this guy was going to attack us, we would be forced to change into defense position, whereas if I had played him in defense position, vice versa, he'd have to be in attack, and then we could get potentially destroyed if, you know, it wasn't a mirror match kind of thing. Your opponent normal summon a monster, do we want to do that and fuck up their combo? Absolutely. Pay half of my life points, and when a monster would be summoned or activated, get rid of it? Sure! Let's go ahead and stop their combo early on, because I know exactly what they're trying to do. It's what I'm trying to do. Oh, okay, you're just gonna bring it back to the field with your own Karakuri Gamma Oil. I hate it here. And now they're gonna Synchro summon their level 9. Sounds about right, but that's okay. Because if he wants to go ahead and attack us, that's totally fine. Boom, change it to defense position. Our effect activates so that we can then go ahead and Synchro summon on out. Well, not Synchro summon, but we can get out for next turn. We'll go ahead and we'll bring our beautiful tuner out here. That way I can go ahead, change it to defense position, get destroyed, and we can bring it back with Karakuri Gamma next turn. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw Machine Duplication. That is amazing. This lets us target a monster we control with 500 or less attack and special summon 2 more, which is great. So watch this. Okay, we're going to special summon out our tuner because we kind of need to. We're going to bam, go ahead and play here. We're going to use Machine Duplication to get out 2 other copies from our deck so that we can have them up on the field. Boom and boom. And now we are going to go ahead and we are going to summon our bam other one because of her ability. Then we are going to go ahead and bring out Boom Shakalaka. Wapapapapow! Our Karakuri Shogun, level 7. Use its ability to bring our other friend out here onto the field, who is going to be our level 4 in face-up attack position. It doesn't matter which level 4 you bring, we just want to use it so that we can go ahead and combo again to bring out our second friendo here. I'm saving the other level 3 because we're going to need it for our Tomahawk combo. Boom Shakalaka. We're going to go ahead and do that again, and we're going to bring one more level 3 out here onto the field. We're going to bring in our strategist in face-up attack position. Doesn't really matter. I mean, we can go ahead and change my battle position. Gains 500, but it doesn't matter because we're going to sacrifice it anyway. So, now that we were able to bring out our 2 level 7s, we're going to go ahead and ba-boom, shibaka boom, face up in defense position, our Tomahawk with 0 attack with 3,000 Stomp defense points, and we're going to use its ability. Now watch this. We're going to get rid of both of the materials that we use to XD summon it. We're going to play all the tokens. All the tokens! Shabam! And now, we're going to go ahead and Synchro summon you and you. And just go ahead and Shinkashanky Kakaruri. Boom! Play that big bad boy onto the field. We're gonna go ahead and we are gonna summon another level 3, our last one in the deck, our other strategist. Face up attack position. Nice thing about this one is it forces a defense position change or any position change, which then activates the effect of our level 9, which lets us banish any card we want. Like, for example, their big stonk Beanie Boy. Now, we're gonna go in, we're gonna do this again. Boom, shakalaka, boom, shaka-fucking-laka. We're actually gonna end up doing this 3 times, so it's gonna be very fun. Shabooey! And we are going to use it again. This time, we're gonna use it to bring out something that we can use for points, probably this guy. Just because he's good for attacking power. Since he's a good 2,000 Bean Boy. Alright, and then the very last one. See, Tomahawk is super nice because it allows you to bring out 3 of your level 9s all at the exact same time, which with the Karakuri model deck works really, really nicely. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and we will summon out probably one of these guys, because I want to be able to sacrifice things with that one if it ends up getting destroyed so that I can change its battle positions and whatnot. But for now, we're gonna get out the true King of All Calamities. We're not going to special all 3, or Xyz all 3 of them. We're only going to do 2 of them. Oh, sexy. True King of All Calamities. Shabam! And now we have 2 effect negates, which is fantastic. And we can go ahead and we can bring out Crystron as well, which we can special summon 1 level 3 lower tuner from our hand or deck in defense position, but it can't activate its effects this turn, which is fine. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get rid of our Tomahawk because it's already done what it needs to do. Boom! Get Crystron Halifax out here. We're gonna use its ability so we can get that other tuner out from the deck. And you know what? We might as well do an effect activation as well from the graveyard. Since I'm going to be link summoning this person anyway so that we can have our Apollo out here on the field, I'm not going to activate True King of All Calamities because I don't want to negate my own effect. Select the monster to special summon. Probably you! Since you're from my deck, that way I can thin it out a little bit more. We're going to use the ability, since we changed our battle position, we're going to banish the trap card so that it can't do any shenanigans to us this turn. Not that it was anything that could be crazy for us anyway, but this now allows us to special summon Apollo. Yeah, you guys thought we were done? Absolutely not. Boom! Shaka-fucking-laka. And now, we are going to play Apollo. Boom! Onto the field. She'll have 2,400, which for each attack, she gets 800 times the original number of link materials used for the summon. And once per turn when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can make the card lose 800 attack and negate the activation, which is great for, again, having a game. For this one, if you wanted to read it, you can detach a card and declare 1 attribute. This turn, all face-up monsters on the field become that attribute, and all monsters in your opponent's possession with that attribute cannot activate their effects or attack, which is great for shutting down the entire field, especially against decks that are very effect-heavy, like Blue Eyes, for example. So, that was all done in exactly 1 turn. We did quite a bit of card investment because we only have 1 left in our hand. However, we are sitting really pretty with 3 negates, 2 shutdowns, and a really stonk-ass motherfucking robot zombie samurai thing that's standing here. So, with all of this in mind, we're gonna go ahead and attack now. And shabloop. And shabloop. And shabloop. There it is. And with that, we'll go ahead and end our turn. Alright, so that was our turn 1. Having had to go on for the other time. Alright, let's see, what does this do? This card's never summoned, you can special summon a super defense robot monster. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a big fat fucking nope on that and negate anything you're trying to do so I can shut down your deck entirely and prevent any combinations from happening. It's gonna be a hard no for me. There we go. And phase, which is exactly what you like to see. Just shutting everything down with the negate. Well, that would have been great 7,000 turns ago to have on the field for some extra stuff, but it's fine. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna activate the effect of our Toad Oil in the graveyard, which is nice because it'll let us change the battle position of a monster, which is wonderful because that'll then stack. Going and using our tiny little Toad Man puts a counter on here. Also, it allows us, again, to banish, so we'll banish the only card that's on their field just because I think it's funny. And then we'll change back to attack position. We can't banish twice because you can only activate it once per turn. However, now that we've done that, we can go ahead and activate it. We can draw 1 more card, just so we can have some more supplies in hand. And if they had, that was a great draw. Any other traps and whatnot, we could have then used Harpy's Feather Duster to get rid of it on the board. Obviously, now we're just going to battle and, you know, attack, kill, murder, all the things and such and well. Shablam! But that's essentially how you play the deck. We're going to go ahead and end it. They're going to come on in. They have 400 life points left. And face. There's not a lot they can do against me when I have all of this on the board. Then we have Iron Call, which is nice because we can go ahead and use it. I'll show you guys to summon what we want from the graveyard, which there's not much from the graveyard that we really would be using. But, I mean, we'll get something else out here, I suppose. We can special summon our freaking frackin' strategist. That way we can use his ability, again, to change battle positions. You know what, let's change battle position to that guy, why not? Oh, that's right, I can't use it because Iron Call negates the effects of any cards that come from the graveyard, so that's my fault. If you guys use Iron Call, you have to remember that you won't be able to use the effects of whatever it is that you summon, so take note of that from there. But for now, We're just gonna go and I'll attack you with my Stockness, just because I can. And I'm gonna kill you with my Samurai because it's thematic. Now, this is all well and dandy against an AI. But, obviously, you're thinking, well, how is it going up against an actual human? And I will show you because we'll go ahead and we'll take this into rank to see how it goes. For those of you who wanted to see where you could get the Monarch cards, you go into Solo Gate and it's the absolute Monarch that you want to do. And go into play and get all the cards and stuff for. Again, the link for that video will go ahead and be up here. I'm going to be recording and posting my updated one that I used to get to Plat 1 with my competitive Monarch deck, because I did some adjustments and whatnot for going into rank from there. But I've been doing some duels in ranked with the Karakuri deck to do some tweaking, which is why I'm Gold 2 now instead of Plat, because it was a lot of trial and error. But let me go ahead and change decks out, and we'll get started with our Karakuri madness against an actual human. Alright, let's see how this works against a human. Woo! Sexy, and we get to go first, which you'll love to heck and see. I do have to give them respect for the cute little cat girl zombie ash blossom bitch. We love to see it. Alright, their field's kind of basic, but that's alright. Ooh, this is a good first hand. This is fantastic. Oh my god. This is nice. The only thing that would be better is we had Karakuri Anatomy, but we have a negate in hand as well. Okay, the first thing we always do when we see her in our hand is special summon her. Or summon her, so we can then special summon. Boom, shaka freaking waka. Bam, that baby. Which then allows us to go ahead and get out our level 7 in face-up attack position, which then lets us special summon another monster from our deck, which we're going to go ahead and activate. We're not going to negate our own thing. The problem is, even if I get another level 3 onto the field, I don't have a way to get another one on because we don't have Iron Call or Machine Dupe, unfortunately. So instead, what we're going to do is we're just going to get it all the way up to level 9 and then be prepared for comboing next turn. So we are going to go ahead and put this one face up in defense. Well, actually, yeah, face up defense position. So we can then go ahead and upgrade again to level 8. Boom, shakalaka. Then we'll be able to do face up. There we go. Oh, we'll use his effect to do the same thing. Go ahead and no, we're not going to do either of those. Grab another one. So we'll add another toad and place that here onto the field. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to do its effect to change the card's battle position because I want to be able to draw a card this turn. And the level 8 Synchro's effect makes it so that I can draw another one. Very nice. Okay. So now, if we go ahead and special summon the 9, using both of these as their materials for it, we can do the same thing. We'll go ahead and face up summon our Karakuri Shogun, Super Shogun, and do the same shenanigans. So we'll go ahead and this time we're going to bring out a level 3, and then there's no reason for us to banish anything because it's turn 1, so we will go ahead and face up attack position her again, even though it has zeros, because when they attack it'll go into defense position. We could do the Crystron, but we're gonna wait. Well, if we do that... No, because then I can't link summon, I can only do that. I was thinking about putting Karakuri Bronze model out here, but that doesn't serve any purpose for me to do that because I would then end up not being able to do anything because special summoning them turns them into a tuner and also locks me into only summoning Earth Karakuri monsters. So we aren't going to do that. We're just going to go ahead and sit pretty here with our negate in hand and end turn. Turn 1. See what they end up doing. We have a banish. We have a way to change our battle position, so if I need to do something during your turn to banish a card that they end up getting out on the field, we can, which is a really nice position for us to be in. We have an Ash Blossom in hand, so we can negate any drawing shenanigans. And we have a 3,000 stock monster on the field. Now, what does Photon do? During your main phase, you can target one Photon or Galaxy monster you control, equip this monster from your hand or field to the target, it gains 500. You can send this equipped card to the graveyard and add one Photon from your hand. You can only do it once per turn, okay? That's fine. They didn't do it as an equip card, so... because because they can special summon. Must be special summon when you control a photon monster. Cannot attack the turn it special summoned. You can only special summon photons. If it's card special summon, you can add 1 galaxy photon from your deck to your hand. We're gonna 100% negate that. Because I don't want you to get any kind of galaxy, photon, dragon, magic, shenanigans, school bus bullshit onto the field. And I want it to just be filled with robot samurai. Oh! Nice! I see you with the negate on my negate, but I'm going to do an effect activation. Then, how about this? We're going to change the battle position of my Shogun here. Shabama fucking wham, unless you have a 5th shade, sir. Oh my god. Tribute one monster with 2,000 or more attack except Galaxy Eyes for Photon Dragon. This is a 5 chains deep. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, I fucking see you. Well, this happened. That's fine, we can easily get our guy back. I just think that's hilarious how this all played out. Oh my god. Fantastic. You can special summon this card by attributing 2 monsters with 2,000 or more attack. During the battle step of this card battles an opponent's monster. You can target that opponent's monster and banish both this card from the field and them. Okay. So you equipped them, make him a little stalker. Is sacrificing that. That was a hilarious turn. Okay. Added another card to their hand. Send 1 other light monster from your hand to the graveyard and special summon this card from your hand in defense position. Okay. You can add 1 galaxy monster from your deck to your hand, and you can only use this effect once per turn. So they're setting themselves up for turn number heckin' dose for them. Okay, they got Galaxy baby. Galaxy Eyes Afterglow. So a Galaxy monster, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. Ooh. And this card is detached from an Xyz monster. Okay, well that doesn't matter because it's just being played normal. So that one doesn't apply to me. So it's just a stonk 3,000 dragon. Oh, I see. Never mind. Now it matters as an Xyz material. If this card has a photon card but as a material, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn when an opponent's monster activates. Okay. Let's see what it does. I'm assuming it's going to negate my ability to turn it. When an opponent's monster card activates, you can attach 1 material from this card and negate the monster's effect. Okay. Now it has 1 less material, which is fine with me. I take 2,500 damage, which isn't crazy. It ends up destroying the card. Attach 1 monster, and if the detached monster was a galaxy card, destroy that card. Nice. During your opponent's turn, you can take 1 photon or galaxy card from your deck and either add it. Oh wow! How did this gain 2,000? You can target that opponent's monster. I don't know what just happened. Well, that's unfortunate. Whoopsie. We're going first on this one. Obviously, that other game was a fluke. Just the fact that it had a combo of 5, it makes my heart happy. But this one, we're going to get our combos off. Ooh. Okay. So, interesting. We are going to... Let's see. When this card is sent from the field to its graveyard, special summon in defense position, but we are going to go ahead and summon boom shakalaka, that guy here, and then we are going to change the battle position so we can go ahead and special summon our other guy out here. That way we can immediately special summon our level 9 Synchro, since we don't have a whole lot of other options right now. We'll put it in face up, shiplamity gloomity, positioneeny. And we'll go ahead and we'll get another one onto the field. We're going to definitely want to have a level 3 tuner. That way I can pop this out. And we're going to play Karakuri Gamma Oil so we can just monster reborn our freaking frackin' beautiful level 4 onto the field. So that we can now go ahead and get out our level 7 by getting rid of both of these guys. So we can, again, boom. Get our next guy on out here. We're going to use this ability to special summon another one from our deck. The problem is I don't have Iron Call or any other way to get monsters out onto the field, so we can't do the Tomahawk craziness like I wanted to. Despite that, it's gonna look like it's our best way to get our Toad Oil onto the field, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna go ahead and get Toad out. Then we will go ahead and special summon our freaking frackin' level 8. That way, we can use its ability again to get our other Toad out. In addition to changing the position of it so that I can draw another card as well, which is great. Now we can go ahead and get the other level 1. Boom shakalaka. Place that up here. We'll go ahead and we'll draw a card. Got it. We'll go ahead and we'll set Solemn Judgment down. That's really, really nice. We can special summon our other guy over here. Boom shakalaka. Get both of them out so that I can face up summon our other Karakuri Super Shogun. Boom, boom, boom. Use its ability. So we can go ahead and get out for the next turn because I have a 4 in hand. We're gonna want another tuner, so I'm gonna bring out the Strategist. We'll put it in face-up attack position. Doesn't really matter. We'll put it into face down, and that'll be fine. We can't do the true King of All Calamities because we did the special summon before of the other things, but it's nice because we have 2 Toad Oils, or 1 Toad Oil, resting in our graveyard, so that on their turn, I can use it to go ahead and fuck with them. We have a Solemn Warning, which when a monster would be normally special summoned, or a card or a monster effect is activated, that includes an effect that special summons a monster, we can pay 2,000 life points and negate that and destroy it, which is good. So we're sitting really pretty here. Protector with Eyes of Blue. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon 1 level 1 light tuner from your hand. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make that definitely not happen. 100% no. It's gonna be a hard pass for me, fam. Especially considering that I now know you're a Blue Eyes deck, and that's the last thing that I want to see. If I can have as many negates as possible, I will do it. What's your plan now? They surrendered! Woo! Oh, that's great. I feel like that didn't really count as the victory, though, because they just surrendered, because we're gods. Okay, we're facing Xiaolin, and they have a Dark Magician mate, which is great. We're going first. And that last one was fantastic, but I want to show you guys more combos. So, we're doing one more time. Okay, this is fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. Okay, definitely placing Karakuri Anatomy first and foremost. And then we are 100% placing our cutie cutie patootie. From here, we're going to do our Karakuri Cash, which is great because we'll go ahead and we'll change her position and we will special summon our freaking frackin' 4 into our hand, or special summon it, grab it into our hand. From here, we'll go ahead and summon it. Boom, shaka freaking laka. And now, I know that that one has 1 thing on it. Before I special summon and do anything, I want to activate that. Because if I can get another level 3... it's not really what I wanted, but it's fine. We'll just do what we can with the combos of what we got. Still no Tomahawk, but you know what, that's okay. We can still do quite a lot from here. We'll go ahead and activate the effect, and we'll just Toad Oil up. Go ahead and Toad Oil here, and then grab this, and we'll do the same thing. Boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka. Boom boom. Face up attack position. Go ahead and grab another level 1 Toad Man. After I change its position because I want to draw another card. Boom shakalaka. And get our very last Toady Boy and face up position because why not? Doesn't matter. Add another card. Ooh, okay, nice. Good to know. We'll go ahead and special summon our first one. That way we can have a banish on the field, and now we have another Toad Oil in our graveyard so that we can change the battle position on their turn if need be to banish anything. I'm really sad that we don't have any negates going on here, but if I can get out a level 4, I can special summon the 5 so we can get another Shogun out here, which would be really nice. So we can do that, because I could also do a 3 for a tuner. Yeah. So that I could then do an 8. I wouldn't be able to bump it up to a 9, though, if I did that, because we don't have enough for it. So, instead, I'll just get a second level 9 Synchro out. So we'll go ahead and we'll put this one up in face-up attack position. And then I'll activate Karakuri Bronze's ability, so I can change that. If it was their turn, we would have been able to have a banish, but it doesn't matter. We'll go ahead and put it in face-up attack position. Now it will allow us to special summon another samurai at level 9, so we have 2 3,000 stonk monsters on the field. Definitely don't want to see any black holes because I have 0 negation right now. But we'll go ahead and special summon another thing. Okay, so what do I want for next turn? We have a 4 and we have those, so I would really like to have another Synchro that is a level 3 tuner, so we can get some 7s out there. And that's looking really good for next turn. So we'll go ahead and we'll end the turn and go on in from next turn. Your move, friendo. Let me guess, you're another Blue Eyes deck? I'm calling it. Another Blue Eyes. Place 1 card on the top of your deck from your graveyard. Oh, it's a Dark Magician deck! Oh, okay. No, that's fine. It's banishing the card doesn't negate its effect. I'll just wait until they get Black Luster, Chaos, Magic, Super, Dragon, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 out, and then go from there. Okay. Interesting. Very defensive play. They're getting rid of a Dark Magician to summon Apprentice Illusion. If this card's normally special summon, you can add 1 Dark Magician card from your deck to your hand. During damage calculation, if other Dark Spellcaster monsters an opponent battles, you can send this card from your hand or graveyard. That monster gains 2,000 attack. Yeah, we're definitely going to be getting rid of that. That's going to be a hard pass from me, fam. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and put 1 of my Shogun in defense position. Okay, cool, thanks. That's fine. We're gonna absolutely activate both effects there, thank you very much. I want to get rid of whatever the fuck this trap card is. And I also want to go ahead and banish whatever that is with all of that effects and whatnot, because this just feels like an insane trap to me, and I'm gonna have to hard pass on that. Okay, cool, thanks. What did I just banish? Ooh, when your opponent normally special summons, target 1 of those monsters and 1 spellcaster and send both to the graveyard. Yeah, I'm glad I got rid of that. Okay, they put down another one and ended their phase. Perfect. Oh, Harpy's Feather Duster, you beautiful bitch. Okay, first off, always play your Harpies first because you want to get rid of anything that they're trying to do. Nice, perfect. So, from here, it's going to want me to try and do Chaos Calamity Dragon, but we have some other shit that we got to do first. This one, if this card's normally special summon, you can special summon 1 Earth monster from your hand in defense position. So we are going to do that, so we can place you, use your ability, so that I can then special summon you in defense position. Boom shakalaka. That way we have even more options. So we're first going to use you, and we'll go ahead and get rid of you. So we can special summon our 7. Bam! Beautiful. And then we'll go ahead and use our 7 to special summon from the deck another level 3 tuner, which is fabulous, and we're choosing the Strategist instead of the Kimono Girl specifically because she allows us to change somebody's battle position once per turn, which means I can change my Shogun's position and then banish the last card that they have on their side of the field, so we don't even have to worry about it, and we're going to OTK this turn. So, we're not going to activate the other one because there's no need. And now what we're going to do is we're going to special summon the other Boom Shakalaka, freaking frackin' fruikin' level 7 that we have for our Synchro. Boom Shakalaka. Activate its effects. That way we can get something else onto the field. It doesn't really matter since we're going to win this turn, so I'll just choose a stonky chonky boy. Please surrender, the name won't let me continue comboing. God damn it, I'm trying to combo for a video here. But I understand. GG, Shaolin. GG. So that's essentially how you want to run your Karakuri deck. It's really fun to run decks you don't see very often in the meta. I'm very much so an anti-meta person myself. I want to make a Toon deck because I think that would be super, super fun. And just hilarious to see because, again, you don't see it very often. I think it's fun to play in ranked against all the things that you see all the time, like Sky Striker and Blue Eyes and whatnot. I mean, that guy was doing Dark Magician, but I completely shut him down. If you really like this one, make sure you check out my Monarch video as well. I'll be posting an updated Monarch video very shortly, the one that I will use to get to Plat 1. with all the changes and whatnot that I made to the deck and explaining and showing that off as well. If you guys really enjoyed this video, please make sure to like it, leave a comment down below letting me know what other decks you want to see. Do you want to see me do more solo gate? Do you want to see some other kind of specific builds? And just know what's up. I'm not the best duelist in the world. I'm never going to claim to be. I just think it's fun to make decks and fuck around and have fun in a game that I haven't been able to touch for probably the past 10 years. And I love all the support that you guys have given me on my last Monarch video, so I want to keep it going. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you all. I appreciate your face, and without taking up any more of y'all's time, I'll let you beautiful people go. Goodbye, my lovelies.